Hello guys, and a very big welcome to 2025. I would like to think this is the first live video that we've done in 2025, and it's so good to see you guys. It's so good to see everybody here. It's so good that we are all in 2025 alive and well. No wonder why I think for me it's very important that we've started this year together on this platform with a live video whereby today I'm hosting Coach Mel. She's here, she's a wellness coach. So guys, tag your friends, bring through everybody. And guys, if you're watching me and you can hear me, please type in the comments to say we are here and we can hear you, because today we've got a very important guest in our midst, guys, and I'm going to bring her on shortly. She's Coach Mel. She's important to me because I've been following her, and she's become a sister. She's become a support system, a go-to person where I frequently do get in touch with her for my own good, for my own mental health. So today we're going to be touching on a lot of things. So guys, do please type in the comments if you can see us, if you can hear us, whilst we just wait for Coach Mel to join us here, and then I'll bring her up on this live. So guys, if you can hear me, just type in the comments, and then we can hit the ball rolling. But I'm so honored, I'm so privileged to just be having you guys. I'm so honored. Coach Mel, Melania Ritendo Mashanduze, that's our coach, and that's our guest today. So guys, it's special. I don't want to lie to you. When it comes to mental health, wellness, I don't play, because I've realized the importance. So guys, our guest is here. Coach Mel, how are you doing?
Hi, Paul. I'm good, thanks, and you?
I'm okay, Coach Mel. Thank you so much for being here with us. It's such an honor. It's an absolute honor. I know I've been in touch with you. I've been talking to you behind the scenes, and I've been following you, and it's just been brilliant, amazing. And today, you're here on our humble platform. We're not a big platform. Finally, you're here. So just a bit of housekeeping before I can allow you to speak, just so that we can share this live with our friends and family. Guys, if you're here, guys, a big welcome. 2025, good to see you, because I think this is our first live in 2025, and it's amazing to have you all here. Your support has just been absolutely amazing, guys. I wouldn't be doing what I do without all your support, guys. We're not follower. I appreciate you. I know you follow us in all our different platforms. And guys, I'm going to put in Coach Mel's handle so that you can go and follow her. But so we are into it. Others will join. Do share this live, guys. So Coach Mel, welcome, Magadi.
Thank you. Hi everyone, how are you? My name is Melania Mashanduze, aka Coach Mel.
So
nice to meet you all.
Right. Without wasting much of the people's time, obviously, Coach Mel, can you introduce yourself? Who is Coach Mel, and what is it that you do? Because I know you personally, but some people may not know you. So kindly just introduce yourself.
So I just said, my name is Melania Mashanduze. I am a certified life coach. I focus on personal development and relationship coaching, and professionally, I'm an accountant, but not a chartered accountant, a general accountant. And I'm also an entrepreneur, a successful take-a-lot seller here in South Africa. I live in Cape Town. I am married. I have 3 beautiful children, 2 girls and a boy.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. We've got so much to talk about, and I'm just thinking like we need to do more of this, because there's so much that you have to share with us about you, about what you do, about entrepreneurship. And I mean, we come packaged in every way. People say, oh, Flo, she talks about relocation, but other things that probably through conversations and supporting each other, people can discover our many talents. Yes. So I'm glad we are speaking to an accountant. I'm glad we are speaking to a wife and a mom, which I'm also proud to be. Above everything, we are talking to a child of God, which is important to me, which is important in this day and age. So this is going to be a very interesting conversation. Coach Mel, there's something that I want to share with our viewers here, because when I started following you, right, your profile said a certified life coach, mindful, wellpreneur. Could you kindly to us, before you go, you that there are people, we have actually seen a flyer that I shared about an event. We're going to also talk about that, because it's how I met you is I realized certified life coach, mindful wellpreneur. And I'm like, mindful wellpreneur, what that mean? What is that you bring so that people can know and relate?
So certified life coach part is where I focus on, like I said, personal and relationship coaching. And then the mindful wellpreneur is that I am mindful of what I say, what I do, and what I think, which helps me to keep my mind in check as an entrepreneur. Like I said, successful take-a-lot seller as an entrepreneur. And not just as an entrepreneur, but even as a mom, as a wife, my wellness is important. So I always say, as an entrepreneur, you also need to like a life balance. So that's where the wellness part comes. And I also love exercising. I'm a marathon runner. I love gardening because I love organic food. So that's where also the mindful wellness comes in. Yeah, if that makes sense.
I think it does, in the sense that you spoke about the business side of things, career side of things, personal side of things, where you talk about motherhood, being a wife and everything, relationships. And you also talked about physical well-being, where you said you're a marathon runner. And I see you because I follow you, and I've been like, every time I see you, I go like, no, I start running, I should start walking. And I know I will. After today, after you taking us through vision board setting and what it does to productivity and our mental health, I'm going to start running. And also,
and of course, but you can make a plan.
Exactly. And also you spoke about eating health. That's why, no wonder why you love gardening. So it's not just about what we do. It's not just about making money and business, but also how we relate with others, how we relate with ourselves, feeling good. When you look good, you feel good. When you eat well, when you eat good, you feel good. That's how I to follow you, and I begin to relate with you. But I've got a question for you, Coach Mel. And this is from, obviously, I've been talking to people, and I was like, I'm bringing Coach Mel on. What is it that you want to find out from Coach Mel? What is it that you want Coach Mel to share with you? Coach Mel, tell me something. As African women, do we prioritize things like wellness, mental health, your tech? Because I know you do coaching, private coaching, marriage counseling. You talk to a lot of people. As women, are we there where we appreciate mental health and wellness? What's your take as a coach?
So, first of all, some women do. And then some give excuses for not doing it.
Uh-huh.
Some do look after themselves, but it's for other people, not for themselves. So, for example, I want to look good so that people can see me, or my husband can be happy so that he doesn't cheat on me. So that's where also the relationship part of coaching comes in. You have to do it for your own happiness, for your confidence, for your, just encourage yourself before you start thinking about what will other people say when they look at me, or how does my husband look at me, especially as moms after giving birth. I mean, change, right? But so I'm talking about wellness and losing weight or being fit generally, because not everyone wants to lose weight. Some people just want to be fit in general. But how best can you look after yourself for you, not for other people? And how best can you manage to start your wellness journey, even in your busy life? Like for me, I'm a full-time mom, like almost a housewife, house manager. And I've got my businesses to take care of. I've got the family to take care of. I've got school runs. I've got so many other things that I do, and coaching meetings in between school meetings and everything else. But how do I manage is what most women forget about. And then that's when we end up and then we will ourselves. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much for bringing that to our attention, Coach. And Coach, I think this, at least now people do understand and appreciate the importance of self-awareness, mindfulness. I think this brings us to one of the things that I want to talk about, because I know it's January 2025, beginning of the year. And Coach, I saw your flyer about vision board making. I'm African like that. And I'm sure a lot of people are like me. Yes, we do have goals and things, and I do talk about all those things, but sometimes tell
Things
us
happen. Life happens.
sometimes you feel like, but I last year make plans and nothing happened. I've been doing it like for
What's wrong? What's going to change?
Coach, I want you to explain to us what a vision board is. Maybe first and foremost, what a vision is, a vision board, and why it's important to have one before we go into how to make it, and but kindly explain to us.
Okay, so is what you want to see in the future, right? Like a goal that you want to achieve in the future. And then a vision board is the visual interpretation of that dream or that goal that you want to see in the future. So this is an example of my vision board. So when I'm explaining what a vision board is, it's like in the mirror, right? Who am I? Where am I going? How do I go there? And when I'm there, who am I going to be? Am I going to be the same person? You can't look at the same person every day if you want to be that other better person. Like I always say, try to achieve 1% to 5% every day towards your goals. But how do you do that? What reminds you to be and be disciplined? That's where the vision board comes in. Because the vision board, if you look at it every day, it's going to remind you of what you want to achieve in the future, whom you want to be in the future. Not just you, but even the relationships that you want to build, your family plans, your travel plans, your spiritual plans. Because there are certain days where your heart heavy and you can't really pray. But you've got a reminder that you want to pray. You spiritual chat somewhere that reminds you to pray. You've got your Bible verses that reminds you the goodness of God and everything, and just to keep you going. So that's why it's so important. For me, it's so important to have a vision board, because there are times that you want to give up. But I've got a dream. I've got a goal that I see every day that reminds me of what I want to do, who I want to be. So it keeps me going. It pushes me.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Coach, so much for giving us that highlight. And I think some people could be coming up here and just wondering why we are having this conversation. Guys, one of many reasons why we are having this conversation is to bring awareness, and also because Coach Mel has got a vision board setting event coming up where she's got amazing, beautiful speakers lined up. And guys,
yes, excited to meet the ladies.
I'll let you speak on that, because there's so many people that are going to watch this video. I'll let you speak on that, because it's you. People are here for you.
Okay. So first of all, the reason why I got in contact with the ladies that are going to be the speakers is because most of them, actually all of them, all three of them, they relate to what I've been through and my journey in vision board and in my personal life. So let me give you an example. The reason why sometimes we don't achieve our goals is because our hearts haven't healed, and we haven't forgiven some people, or even forgiven ourselves for the past, what we have experienced or what we have done in the past, right? So that's where, for me, Naume, Wholeness with Naume, if you follow her on Facebook.
I love her.
Place. And she's written a book about forgiveness and healing. Why? Because it's so important for you. If you want to focus, if you want to achieve what you want to achieve, you need to have a clean heart, if I can put it that way. Like, be healed. Healing. Not just like, okay, I've forgiven Florence, you did this and this to me, or you said this and this to me, but inner healing. Have I really forgiven this person? I want to move on in my life. I want to start this. Even at times, like our own sometimes, like, you can't that. How do you think you're going to be that person? No, you can. Because there's so many broken households, marriages, where people like just look on each other like, who do you think you're going to be, right? Mm-hmm. But I want to forgive my husband for the things that he said, because he looks down on me, he thinks I cannot achieve anything, and focus on me, focus on my healing, focus on loving myself, focus on my mental health and my well-being. That's where Naume comes in, to prepare yourself forgive yourself, so that you can accept that you can actually. Oh, my friend Tatenda Shamin is watching. Wow. Hi, Tatenda. Sorry. So, in order for you to be successful, at times you actually need to forgive yourself, right? Like true forgiveness, healing. And then you can start looking at other things. We call it, it's part of what we call the wheel of life. It has to be like, everything to be above 60 to 75% for you to have a whole life. So yeah, that's where now I'm in. And then the second person is Flo the stylist. Now, and I love her dressing, and she is such a beautiful, amazing human being, and she's so chilled. Like, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, just be to experience her.
She's just amazing. She's work. She's doing it.
Helping women.
Helping, and I can't why if one is a woman, a Zimbabwean, an African woman, and is not following Flo the stylist.
Stylist, exactly. How are you not following Flo? How are you even managing yourself? So when last year, as I was preparing to do the event, I said to myself, who else can not really teach but tell women about loving themselves who they are?
Exactly.
Dressing up every day for your own success, for you, not for what are people going to say, but for you to be comfortable in your own skin with your own dressing.
Amazing, yeah.
That's why I call it dressing up for success. Mm-hmm. Because it also, like when you are happy and confident, you can conquer anything. You are dressed for success. So that's where Flo comes in, and she's about that. And then we've got Tino. Tino. I love Tino's energy. Like
I love Tino's energy. I love Tino's energy, and a big shout out to her. And I can't wait because she's got so much to share. She's been her journey, and lately we're going for those morning runs with Tino and Andy. Oh my God.
Yes.
Coach, how are we to be having an event that's so packed like that?
Exactly. So one thing I love, is she's been through a lot, and she's not shy to talk about it.
Absolutely.
Which is one thing I love. Like, you need to be the authentic person that you can be. For you, like, remember, healing. Healing is just about, I was sick or heartbroken or whatever, but whatever you've experienced in the past, and now you're ready to move on, to like walk into the life as a transformed woman. So that's where Tino comes in. She's going to talk about wellness, why it's so important to know about your health, how like certain tests women need to do yearly so that we save our lives, even as moms or even before you get married. So that's where she comes in, and just the energy as a co-host, like she'll be fire. Yeah.
As usual, I'm so looking forward to this, guys. And Coach, view of us as women, of our society as women, to really think about us in that regard, to say, I want to bring women together and bring influential women that can share and guide and support women. And there's one thing that I love to always say, the fact that we talk about these things doesn't mean we are immune or we know it all. But it's part and parcel of a journey that we are on as women, as a society, to become people of value, people that support and care for each other in a big way. Because I could care for your career and say, well, Coach, I want to see you succeed. I want to see the business grow and things like that. And you do care for me like Flo. You could be having a beautiful, nice career and everything, but there's that inner person within you that you need to take care of. I'm here to remind you that you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of your mental health. You need to also be there for your relationships, be it with your family, be it with your siblings, colleagues, and friends. That's so important. No wonder why I was like, I'm so forward to open the year with having you. I've been for the longest. I was like, I want to have Coach Mel on the platform. I was deliberate. I was like, I'm not bringing anyone on the platform before I can bring the coach, before we about creating these boards, because I know failing to plan is planning to fail. Basically, it's like you're walking blindly when you've got no vision, when you've got no goal, you've got no, it's like you're just, going. I loved the fact that you spoke about, like, whether it's relationship, it doesn't have to be about business, it doesn't have to be about entrepreneurship or anything. You can set those, correct me, I'll be wrong, but I've much through following you, where I've actually begun to, set like, how do I want to be relating with my children? Mind you, my kids are only 10 and 7. But like I've said myself, I want to be intentional with this year. How am I going to be relating with them? How am I going to be speaking to them? Because sometimes we just speak anyhow, we don't plan how that we want to make within the year as far as that relationship is concerned. And so at the end of the day, we are not putting ourselves in check maybe in 6 months, a year, to say, how have we been, doing?
You don't have anything written down as to check yourself. Yep. So, okay, so I'll give you an example. Like you're talking about family. So this is my family. These are my family goals. I've put stickers in front so that, because it's a bit, some of the things are personal. So in my family goals, change every month. So there is time with my husband weekly, and I'm very intentional about that. It doesn't have to be at a fancy or expensive restaurant.
Pressure.
Pressure. No, sorry.
No, it's all right. I'm just thinking like, okay, as women, as women, sometimes as moms or as women in general, we get too consumed with, okay, my children, work, this and that, and we forget spouses. So thank you so much for bringing that, and I'll allow you to continue, Coach.
So for me, that's my number one on this of goals every month. So every week we do something. We can even watch a movie in bed. We can even like just popcorn juice. We are there. That's our spending time. Or like I'm a runner, so I usually get vouchers from Discovery, and I usually save them up, and then I just take him, or he texts me. We use our Discovery miles. We go and buy even a smoothie at Kauai or a coffee at Vida, like just to offers. So it doesn't have to be anything fancy. And then when we save, we've got a jar where we have written our like sort of travel, but even restaurant destination where we want to go. So we always check like, can we now? And the other trick that we do is, I know this will sound crazy, especially on a live, but we sort of like our sexual life, because I also talk about that in relationship coaching. So we've got a jar where we put money. So we don't avoid initiating so that you don't want to put money in it. So it's also part of it. And then we use that money for, it's not always, but like we just put the, just to remind ourselves that we're doing this and we're intentional. And
you know what, Coach? You know what? This, honestly, anybody gonna watch this live or come across these clips, somebody needs to be in Harare for this event. Because, Coach, all these things that you're saying are the very things that are lacking. One of the reasons why I was like, I'm not
talk about them, especially in black culture. We don't talk about sexual things or anything.
We don't. We're accountable when it comes to that. So one of the reasons that made me so intentional about who I was going to bring on live beginning of the year, I was like, because there's so much pressure. I mean, I'm in the diaspora and I've never had so much pressure in my life. I'll just briefly with you as you want to continue. But guys, if you're watching this video, please, you need to be in Harare for this particular event so that you can get to see that jar, because the jar is coming. She's gonna be the jar coming, and that vision board again will be in Harare so that you can see, because I find it so practical. All the things
and then
that you
one papers in front, it will be open for people to actually understand.
Yes, I practical it's going to be. I mean, so you're watching this video, you got to be in Harare for this event in particular. I mean, where get to see Tino and speak to Tino and ask Tino questions for $20, because I understand that's a package. Where do you get to speak to
Just no, also she's openly about her marriage as well. So
exactly. So
and strategies about child development, like how to look after your kids as well. Yeah.
Definitely, and Coach, want to be? I'm be paying for my sisters to come because they are in Harare, and I would love for them to come. So, guys, if you've got a friend or family and you can't come to this event, guys, diasporans, I know you love me and I know you follow us. Pay for one woman, pay for somebody. It's only $20, and the experience and the amount of focus that they'll get and the transformation overall, these events should be added to the syllabus at school. So what I wanted to say, before I allow you to continue, what I wanted to say was, I love the accountability part when it comes to relationships. And what made me really want to have you as far as that is concerned is the fact that, like, one of the questions that whenever, now I even avoid speaking to my dad on a regular because of all the things. I don't know what he hears and where he gets them from, but he just thinks because we live in the diaspora, relationships do suffer. We're gonna end up divorcing. And I'm sure if guys, I'm in the UK, and I think if there is anything that's talked about the most about the UK Zimbabwean community is the fact that marriages are going to break down. And that does break my heart because I'm married, I love my husband, and I'm because they're beautiful. So coach, I want you to just touch briefly because at the end of the day we are coming to the event and obviously it's going to be streamed live, so definitely those that can't make it will be accessing, but I want you to touch a little bit, give us something.
Okay. So because we are also, well, I would say South Africa's diaspora.
Yeah.
We will find ourselves because we're usually hustling. We just want to make money. Forget ourselves. We forget the reason why we're actually with that person right next to you. You can spend so much time on social media, but time to sit down and find out how this person's day was, how they are doing, how are they coping well in whatever they're trying to achieve. We hardly do that. So that's where this family part comes. And like I said, also the jar, then you really want to go to that fancy restaurant one day. So you actually push so that you get more money for it.
Coach, I'll ask. Coach, my end is up for a question. So,
yes.
But anyway, I'll reserve it for when we go to the event. I was going to ask here, but I'll reserve it when we go to the event. Or if to us then, probably in our next, where we are focusing on relationships, because today I just want us to touch on a lot of things so that as a society, we begin to understand why we need coaching, why sometimes you're thinking, I've got it. Then it's when you speak to a professional like yourself, you realize, I need my life. And I always say to people, do you know what? I thank God for the internet because there's so many things that we are now accessing and getting for free. Yeah. It's the choice is ours. What we want to listen to every day, what we want to relate with every day, what we want to follow every day. And obviously as women, obviously as moms, obviously as human beings, we have to be cognizant of the fact that what is it I want in my life? What about me? Then we are intentional about who we follow. And if you're not following coach, then you can, some of us, but you got to have a coach in your life, a wellness coach. So continue, coach.
Okay. So family, it also covers time spent with the kids. We always aim to do at least 2 activities with the kids. One, physical, which is where we do our park runs mostly every Saturday, or if you can't make it, then we have to do something. And then something else like a walk, or they do cycling, or a movie, whatever. So for us, we don't really do TV in our house, especially for our kids. So we end up like it's a TV or a movie is like a reward for them. So that's where we look forward to do those things. And also what we want to do as a family, how much we want to save for our family trip. That's where it comes here. And then here with it's business. So I want to do a collaboration with somebody. I write down, I want to collaborate maybe with Tino for, like I had written, Flo and Naomi, why I want to collaborate with them, and by when should I send them a message or an email, so that I remind myself that, okay, I haven't done that, or what am I supposed to write exactly to them. If I want to add a product on my TechLot profile, that's why I give myself a deadline, like, okay, I should list one product every week and see how it goes. And I tell myself I need to advertise at least 3 products every day. So if you see on my status, there's usually almost like the same things. Those are my main. So I have to like keep reminding my customers, like, there's something new. This is what's still in stock or what's available now in Harare. And then this is my personal. So this is where I remind myself that prayer and devotion time for at least 30 minutes daily. Books to read month, self-care time, solo dates. I do solo dates. I've been doing solo dates since 2018.
Wow.
Yes, since 2018. And at times I even travel on my own out of town. And my husband, he doesn't mind. He allows it. He's not a man who is like very strict, like, understands that I also need my personal time for my goal setting. And this is where I usually recheck on my goals. What am I doing? What am I achieving? Why am I lagging behind? Do I need to speak to my mentor? I do have 3 mentors for different things. One for, yes, you definitely need a mentor or a coach. So I've got someone for my wellness. I don't really talk to her much about wellness, but I just follow her and see what is she doing. Then Coach Pay, she does the 6 p.m. Class to train your comfort of your own home. What else can I do? What is she up to? Then I ask her, can do that, or can I not do that? If I do this, if I'm feeling this pain, what can I do? That's my wellness coach. And then I've got a Facebook coach.
Wow.
And a business coach, Martha Humaniko. I'm sure you know her. So we speak, so we speak behind the scenes. I ask her, how am I doing? Do my posts make sense? What else can I improve? Because I started like content creation soon, a few months ago, I think last year.
And you're doing so well. And let me tell you something, Coach. One of the reasons why I believe it's your time and you're going to go far is the fact that I don't know how you manage to make these relationships valuable relationships, because I mean the quality of relationships determine their net worth is your network is your net worth.
Yes.
And you know, when I all those people that you mentioned, and those are your personal people, those are people that you've got access to. Guys, just for our followers and those that are just joining us, Karen MG, my sister, I love you and thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You spoke about Tina. We'll continue to mention these women because these are phenomenal women whom you need to even just be following. Of course, they cannot to us all personally, but we are glad they've got platforms where we can go, where we can interact, where we can ask questions as women, and we are privileged in that nature. You spoke about Tino, you spoke about Naomi, you spoke about Flo the stylist, you spoke about Martha Humanikwa. What a supportive woman. She's a one.
She's very honest to tell you, no, I don't, maybe your audience likes this. Don't you want to focus more on this? Don't mind, even if you get one like, people are watching. Doesn't mean just because they're not commenting or liking, doesn't mean they didn't see it. Because I used to say, but Martha, no one comments. Like, don't worry, it's not always about the comments. It's about the quality that you give. Your tribe will find you. Like you always say, Flo, your tribe will find you.
Exactly. And
then,
yeah.
Mentor is my business mentor. That woman, like, she's the one who taught me about vision board initially. Wow. I didn't even understand what a vision board is. She kept saying, no, what are you doing in life? And that time I was so low in my life that I thought, like, I couldn't even, like, tell my husband that I was keeping things from him. But, like, you know that you just want to keep to yourself until you actually feel better. And then you can be able to share it with other people. So I spoke to her. She was like, no, Mel, let's do a vision board. I'll show you how to do it, and then you can improve from there. And I actually had to end up doing a course on vision board creation and mastery because of her. Because it was like, so it's not me waking up and say, I'm going to put pictures. No, I actually have done a course about it, like just to know, to create it and how to actually master it for me to be able to achieve my goals. So that's also, she's called Debbie. And she's a lovely woman. She always speaks about 7 streams of income. And whenever I host an event in Cape Town, I always make sure that she's there just to remind women how awesome they are, how they should pray, and how they should look after themselves, and how they should also balance their lives, and how to do better in terms of business. Because she is a super, super, super woman. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. I love the fact that, like, you to find a support system in whatever area, and I love that you separate each and everything and really seek that specialist support and specialist advice. It's one thing that as women sometimes we shy away from advice, we shy away from support, really saying like, Coach, I can't run, do this and this. Oh, my earring, I'm just gonna pop it back just in case Flo the stylist, my sister, you know.
You know, when the stylist, I was like, I need to dress properly. So when I met her, I actually told her, Flo, do you know that this outfit was actually for you? Like, I had to put extra effort just so you know, because I did it with her before I even did anything else. I was like, yes, and I actually paid for it. I love supporting other women. I love learning from other women. I do not mind paying for it because knowledge is power.
Coach, can you amplify on that? Can you that people can know and understand that it doesn't mean the fact that Flo is a nobody, not that known, then She should do everything for free, should be available all the time, where somebody can, and support. I want to say this to all the women or everybody that's going to watch this, to say support doesn't have to always be financial. Sometimes go and follow those people. Why would you watch and not follow? Where you can, go and subscribe.
Just subscribe.
It's supporting, yeah. So I love the fact you consulted. You didn't say, well, I know floor pest study, so I'll just consult for free.
Yeah, I actually asked this, how much is my bill? And then she told me, I'm like, okay, cool. And and then you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So then the other that I met online who changed my life, she doesn't know it, but it's actually you. And I actually had to share with my brother who isn't I'm not telling you this that's because we are on live, no.
Thank
I
you.
had to actually tell my brother and my fellow in the UK, like, you need to follow the lady. For you to know what's happening in the UK, you need to follow this lady. I got to follow you through my other friend. We went to the same primary school. And she used to talk about him like, oh, what are you talking about? And then when I watched your YouTube before I even started following you on Facebook. That's how invested I was in this relationship.
Thank you so
And then when I
much.
spoke to you, you were like, Mel, send me your number. I was like, it's one of those where people just ask for a number and they don't even say anything. And you actually sent me a message like, wow, this lady's my person. And then whenever I talk to you, you always say, like, there's just one word or line that you tell me, like, Mel, we're not doing it for the people, we're doing it for this. This is how we grow. This is how you always give advice freely. You're awesome. Like, I love you.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Yeah.
And thank you so much. You caught me off guard with that. I was expecting, like, how does she make these relationships? It's going to be another it's big name, another person. And thank you so much for that. I love it when women support women. And I know we are small. I know nobody knows us. But the fact that we take the time to share what we know, share what we feel, and we become vulnerable with each other, we become vulnerable about what we go through and everything. I believe God has a purpose for all of that. I believe there's something is God in place for us. He's got future plans for us and future plans for our communities. I always say to people, whenever I see somebody, one watching a video or one person respond or message me, I think that one person is maybe 1 million other people that are going to watch or that need the same advice. So I don't take for granted the internet and what we hear. And Coach, keep doing what you're doing. And all the amazing women that we've mentioned in this video, I can't help it that this momentum keeps going. 2025, I'm so excited for these collaborations. And I believe there's something wants to do with his people. God wants to do with a certain dimension that he wants to take. Content creation, I don't know what people call this that we do, being on the internet and being vulnerable like this, but I take it as a calling to say, I want to come here and do what I do. It takes time. Yeah. And I don't take for granted. And it's people like you who makes other see you every morning, walk and run and go like, I need this in life.
This is me. This is my goal. So this is me before my third child. So on my this is my wellness side. So strong, glowing skin. This is my daily. I do prayer and devotion, vision board visualization. Read at least 3 pages of a book. For at least 5,000 steps every day. Minutes of workout. For those who are always asking, do you have a six-pack? Well, every single day, at least 5 to 15 minutes of ab workouts. That's me. And at least 2 liters of water, journaling, daily affirmations. Affirmations are also very important. These are my daily affirmations that I remind myself every day. And achieve the plans for the day. My daily intention this day. If you are on Facebook, I usually share a verse of the day. And content creation, bath well, dress well, smell good, and be confident. And goal review and setting every day. So I review my goals of yesterday. Did I achieve my goals? Do I need to add something for today, or what else can I do better? If I need someone's help, I'll just message them like, I'm stuck on this, can you please help me? What else can I do? I set up a meeting mostly with Martha. I usually set up a meeting with her, and then I just ask her, this is what I'm thinking of doing, what do you think about it? She's like, okay, go for it, or maybe this direction or this direction. And
do you know what, coach? I'm learning something as you are speaking. No, we speak, we, but then there's something here. I don't know whether I don't know, but the other things that I'm now, and I'm like, but coach, why were you these things? And I do believe, guys, if you're watching, if you're gonna watch this video, yes, and you're going to that event, guys, you need to go to that event. There's so much that you're going to learn. There's so much that's going to be unpacked there. We don't want to really preempt, but coach, you said something about you going to be teaching women that are coming to that event in Harare about making their own vision boards. What do they need to bring? What do they just
so if you've got specific you want to put on your vision board, like maybe your dream house or your dream car, your dream body, or your business plan, you can bring that. I don't know what you want to your life, but I will bring a few magazines that people can also cut out, and just bring a pen. I will provide all these other papers, of course not this, because these ones you actually pay. It's from a it's a called creation and mastery workbook that I bought, but it's a bit expensive. So I always say to people, just use what you have. So even some of these things from an Avon book, eh? You know those Avon books that you
yes, I know.
Yeah, like gift, love, statement, your most powerful transformation, all these other small, even love, like especially February, now it's going to Valentine's, so they usually have those things. So bring your Avon magazine, bring your home magazine, whatever, and as long as it's got a message that you want to remind yourself every day. Now, Flo, before you say or ask anything, what I just want to put across to people to understand is having a vision board does not mean that you're going to get everything. That's the 100%. We plan as humans, but God directs our paths, right? So I know most people say, I'm visualizing as with the Lamborghini or whatever. I'm not saying it's too far-fetched, but I'm saying you also need to understand that maybe instead of a Lamborghini, you get a Range Rover or something. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does,
so it's not always what we want that is what God is going to give us. We come in with an open heart and an open mind, knowing that we are asking God, this is what I want, but also asking Him to direct us in the right direction of what we can achieve. But we must also work hard towards what we want. Just because we are saying it, doesn't mean we're just going to get it. We need to work hard for it. That's why for me, every month I change, because maybe that collaboration that I thought was going to happen, the person said no, it didn't happen. So then I change. I try something else. So whatever you have here, it doesn't mean it's your permanent way or permanent road or to your goal of success or achieving your goals. No, things change. Be able to flex. That's why I always say I change my vision board monthly, every quarter, every 6 months, every year, and every 3 to 5 years. I still have my other one is got my 5-year plan. But if this changes, it means my 5-year plan will change as well. So you also need to come with a mind that's going to be flexible to understand that just because you're putting it down, it doesn't mean it's going to come exactly as it is, or even it's going to be answered the way you want it to be answered. Yeah.
Do you know, Coach, you said something that's very important, and people that do follow me know I love relocation. I thought about relocation, and one of the compliments I got from a lot of people that I do talk to and I do interact with is the fact that, like, Flo, you're always positive. You're always, even when things go sideways. I've shared my journey where I said I tried for more than 5 years, 5 different countries to relocate, and it's you to say, okay, probably if I had a board, it's unfortunate I didn't have one. No wonder why I'm also tapping, and I'm going to be watching that event as well, to learn and to come with it, to say I can have a 10-year vision board. 5 years need to revisit so that I stay focused, I stay consistent, I stay on track, I stay motivated, stay open-minded. If this doesn't work out, where do I need to adjust? If what I was hoping to has not materialized, what is it that I need to work on? Do I need to maybe attend a certain meet to aid, maybe make me better qualified for what I want to do next? Which brings me to one of the things that I thought, well, I'll just share with the viewers here to say, do you know a vision board? Some people, I've heard people say boards are for the elite, for 101, for if it touches all things about life. You spoke about spirituality, you spoke about our beliefs, you spoke about our finances, spoke about relationships, you know, across board, across all ages. It's got no use to say, oh, I'm a man, so I shouldn't have a vision board. And I cannot appreciate you more for doing what you do, because sometimes we are just thinking, I want to achieve that, but how are you going to achieve it is very important. When do you want to achieve it? You also touched on the importance. But Coach, I've got one last question before I leave you one last time about the event. How do we how you adjusting your vision board monthly, daily, and you said sometimes you reach out to people and you get a no. How do you motivate yourself? How do you pick yourself up when you get a no?
Okay, shout out to my sister, no, right? She's watching as well.
Uh-huh.
So, a no is very painful. I don't want to lie to you. For this event, if I tell you I've knocked on more than 30 people's doors for them to help me to advertise this event, just to talk about this event on their pages. And they said no. And somebody said no, they will charge this and this. But one thing I just want people to understand this. This vision board creation and workshop, it's a not-for-profit event. So the reason why the no's were hurting me but not hurting me as much is that not everyone understands where you're going, right? Not everyone understands your goal or your vision. So when you get that no, you are devastated. I don't want to lie to you. You're like, but why? Oh, you can actually see that that person is good. The resources to actually help you. Mm-hmm. But one thing you need to remind yourself is that they are not you. They don't understand your struggles, or they know. But I think last week I shared a verse where I said, so last week's gospel was about Jesus when he went for a wedding, his first miracle, a wedding in Cana. And then he said, it's not yet my time. All right. So for me, I work with that verse all the time. That's why I had to do a video last week to say, just know that it's not yet your time. It's not yet their time to help you. It's not yet your time to be working with that person. Or it's not yet your time to be achieving that. Maybe that no will redirect you to somebody who's going to say yes, or will redirect you to do something else that's going to work out for the better.
Or it can be that redirect you to become that person who can stand on their own, and understand that whatever that you want to achieve, whatever that you long for. I always go with this, and it's one of the things that strengthened me to say, whenever something comes to my mind, that's God speaking to me. I've got no comes to that. So if I'm thinking, I want to speak on a certain subject, or I want to start a certain project, I just go like, that's God there. And I've come to realize that sometimes it comes like that, and then he will not tell you how you will do it, because he has already bestowed it in you, all the wisdom, all the knowledge, and all the resources. And sometimes he wants you to learn and grow through self-discovery, through strengthening yourself, through pushing yourself, so that by that time that you will be where he wants you to be, you've got a story to tell. I always say to people, and I'll say this in Shona.
That's how you see the glory of God.
Exactly. I always say this to say, I always love to say this in Shona when I speak about it, something that's so close to my heart to say. Mary allows you to go rejection, difficulty, delays. And sometimes he allows you to go through that alone, where there seems like there's no help, there's no support. So that when you are testifying, you're giving that testimony, you say, I want to thank God. And I'm thanking God. And I want to thank God and Mel and John and Peter, but I want to thank God. And that's deep. When I always say this to say there are so many moments in my life, in my journey, where it has only been God, where I can't see they've made it because there was no one, there were no
If it wasn't
friends
for
there.
God, yes.
Yes. So I
Yeah.
just got like, I do thank the people that support me, all the people that stand with me, all those people that pray for me. But above everything, isolator from certain people. He sets you apart. He let you go on your own. And I love to always give this example when it comes to all the work that we do, all these visions and ideas that come to our minds to say, do you know, God had to separate Abraham from Lot because he wanted to do
Lot,
so much
yes.
with Abraham. He knew if Abraham was going to go with Lot, probably, I don't know, probably
Either cousin Wang is the one who made things happen for me.
exactly.
And then forget about God.
So sometimes God allows us to say, okay, your journey ends here. Mel to go forward on her own. Mel needs to embark on project on her own. And always when we feel alone, this is like my parting note because we can go for days and ages when we start to speak about like these things. And
Yes.
guys, for that are watching, we're going to bring Coach Mel again on this platform as usual. One of the things that I have to say is whenever God separates us and we are alone, he has got a provision for certain exceptional support. Pamberi, in the future, he's got people waiting to support you. And sometimes we would not see that support and value that support had we gone with all the people that we think, okay, I need so and so to be supporting me. And I thank God he's brought these amazing women for this event. And we also thank those that said no. Because the program
Maybe I wouldn't have met these other amazing women for what we want to achieve from this event.
exactly. So God is always a purpose for everything, whether it's negative or purpose. It's God's will, it's and plan for our lives and for our community. I always say whatever that I do, one of I think that to my vision board because I'm also going to be doing a lot of adjustments. I said above everything, my family. I love myself, and I do stuff for my family. I do stuff for myself. But I'm getting older. I'm getting there. I and the community to my portfolio of things that are important to my life to say after having done so much for my family, for my friends and myself, I want to also to be able to somebody to say, oh, she's done this for the community. And I do hope God helps us in that regard. And I do thank God for people like you because what you're doing for the community is just amazing. Coach, I'll leave this time to you if you've got anything that you want to say with regards to the event and also other things that you do, and also a chance for you to mention your handles so that people can go and follow and see what you're about and what you share.
Okay. So, one more thing is it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be next Sunday, the 2nd of February, at from 12 noon. But you can be at 11:30 for registration. And we've got our 3 amazing speakers, like I said, Naume Kusotera, the owners with Naume, Flo, the stylist, Flores Cariza, and Tinotena Katsande, Tinotena Tintin, Mazai Quatino. And then we'll do our vision board creation like a bit later, the have spoken. The other thing that I want to mention is there will be 3 prizes to be won. So, yes. So, if you really want to get the benefit, get there, go there. If you have been stuck, and you don't know where to start, please get your $20. There will also be, I know that we've got 5 ladies who have also sponsored 5 tickets. So when I get them, we'll do sort of like an exercise or practice, whatever, I don't know what they call it, a competition, so that we have 5 ladies who have to win the tickets. But otherwise, don't wait for that. Register now, register today. It's $20. It's a not-for-profit event. Like I said, the $20 goes towards the food and drinks and some of the materials that we're going to use for the event. Now, when I mentioned prices to win, the first is going to be products worth $400 for somebody to start their own business. Yes, $400. That's just for free, just for a lady to start and do something for themselves. And then the second prize is for mostly for those who have done stuff like that. Tino has done it, so I just thought maybe something towards our wellness speaker has done post as well. So there'll be a nail starting business kit, something like
Wow.
that. Yes, worth $250. I think
Wow.
$250. And then the third one is just a general hamper. It's not a big hamper. It's just a few items wrapped nicely for somebody to win. But the ones are the two main prizes. If you feel that you're stuck, you want to start somewhere in your life, in your business, please do attend so that you can also stand a chance to win the two amazing prizes and then start a business for yourself. Yeah.
Coach, level of excellence there. I tap into that. I need in my life. I think excellence. That think, that think about as well. That spoke to me where wanting to fund somebody start a business. So it's not just about us thinking about ourselves, but we're thinking about the next person who is determined, but maybe has got no capacity. So kudos to you, and may God bless you for that, and may God bless our speakers, and may God bless this event. We will be praying. We will be to be a success, and I know my sisters are going to be there. So guys, it's worth it for you to go. I mean,
it's market now. People paying because we only have limited space for 20 ladies. It's not because it has to be an intimate event. We cannot host more than that. So limited spaces. I know we're left with a few tickets. So if you haven't bought yours, please do so. If you want to sponsor a lady, please do so. And then it's going to be an awesome workshop. Don't forget that you stand a chance to win a prize and start something for yourself. So I'm struggling, I've been stuck, I don't know what to do, school fees, blah, blah, blah. I don't know where to start. This is your chance. This is your opportunity to start something for yourself in 2025. Start on a good note.
Yeah, of course, perfect, because you're not feeling. I know Tatripa 10 days, and now we are now starting to warm up, and it's been an honor just having this conversation with you for my platform. I'm so honored. I'm going to put your the coach she's
yes,
on.
sorry,
Yes, no, I'll give you a chance to speak.
Okay, so I've got two pages. One other one that we're using right now is my personal one, which is where most people know me. But the one for content creation and going forward, I've just recently opened. It's a page I recently opened so that I can start telling people about my journey, coaching people, and I'm actually looking forward to do collaborations for free with people who work with women who are struggling, women who need coaching, women who have had hateful relationships and they don't know where to start or where to go. I want to tap into that. So I just help because my goal as a coach, like I said, it's goal setting, vision board creation and mastery, environment conditioning to improve your way of thinking and goal focusing, overcoming biases and limitations. We always have biases, like you can't make it in life. Who are you? Your background, your values, your beliefs. And holistic wellness, eating well, exercising and being fit. So holistic wellness is not just about weight loss. No, it's about even you being fit and eating healthy. Holistic lifestyle, creating a lifestyle that you can actually afford. Can you afford the way that you're living? If you want to downgrade, you're worried, you've got a limitation that people are going to laugh at me. People don't care. They can ask you what happened to you, but they will quickly move on to something else. So don't worry about what people will say. So those are the things that we also talk about: holistic lifestyle, and then mindfulness, how to start journaling, especially for healing, especially for those who have been in relationships that left them hurt and they want to move on, and how to regain control of your life and relationships. Let's say you want to start loving yourself again so that you can start loving other people. I always say love and happiness come from within before your cup has to overflow before you can share with others. And then setting healthy boundaries, even in businesses, who to do business with, and where are you in your life? What do you want to do as a person? So you can follow me on Melania Mashandudze Coach Mel. That's my new page, or my page that I'm using right now. And then I'm also on LinkedIn, Melania Rutendo Mashandudze. I'm also on Instagram, Melania Mashandudze Coach Mel, the mindful warpreneur. Yeah.
Are you on
Twitter?
Are you on YouTube?
Yes, I'm on. How can I forget about YouTube? Exactly.
How can
Melania
you forget?
Mashandudze Coach
Yeah.
Mel.
So it's
So you YouTube also, you you mostly explain to me. That's kudos to you. I love you, Flo. So most of my videos also will be shared on YouTube, so that whenever you want to go back and watch whatever I would have said, then you will find them. I hope this recording can also be on YouTube.
I am hoping so as well. I'm hoping so. Touch wood.
We're learning.
Yeah. We
Okay.
will not. Goodbye. This is, I'll see you later. I'll see you
See you later,
always.
yes.
We love you here. And Coach, there's something that I want to mention. Whenever you need me, you need YouTube, wherever, just a chat. I'm here. I'm
You're
I'm
there.
here. I do believe these conversations enrich us, make us better, make us wiser, make us aware of who we are and what God intends for us.
And just to remind each other of who we really want to be. For me, I'm also an accountability partner, especially when it comes to weight loss. I check on you. You see a picture, what are you eating? How many liters of water have you drank? What exercise have you done? Those are some of the things that we do when we talk about wellness. So if you want to lose weight, Coach Mo is here. But I don't do training. That I refer you to Coach Peshi. Because most people don't like going to the gym, so I always say join Coach Peshi's class. But I'm more on the accountability side, food side, meal planning, and just exercises like walking or ab exercise, things that I actually do. I shoot things that I've never done. I will refer you to someone who has done it, someone who knows better.
I love women refer other women or other women's business. And guys, just as we are wrapping up my platform, and thank you for the stars, for the 200 stars. Thank you, Phil. Thank you much for the stars. Thank you for the stars. Phil, if you're still watching, go and subscribe to Coach Mel on YouTube. Phil, go and subscribe. What I wanted to say is watching short to whoever is gonna watch here, guys. We are so in need of professionals, community leaders that want to collaborate with us, that want to share their journeys, their stories, and what they want their community to benefit from us on our platform. Please do reach out to us. We love to hear your story. We want to hear your wisdom. We want to tap into your wisdom. We can only become through other stories and what they've gone through. I've got so much respect for people that have walked that journey. I always believe we don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's been invented before, so we can only tap into all that knowledge. So if you're watching this video, you're an expert in anything, you are a leader, a champion in it, reach out to us. You are a fellow content creator, you've got a page and you want to share your journey, your story with us. We are here, and just to support one another as women as we grow. 2025. Coach Mel will sleep here if we don't say bye.
If we don't end this, yes, Flo. Yeah, so thank you so much, Flo, for the opportunity. I really appreciate, and yeah, I really appreciate our side chats. Well, you've also touched my heart and a lot in my life, especially when it comes to content creation, and I really appreciate that. Yeah.
Thank you, Coach, and I'll see
you. And those who want to relocate the diaspora, please listen to this lady. She shares everything. Follow her and on her YouTube.
Coach,
I've no plans to the UK yet, but yeah, whatever you say also helps me in Africa, South Africa, where I am. Yeah,
I've got plans to come to Cape Town. Got all the more reasons now to come to Cape Town, because there's quite a lot of beautiful women in Cape Town. Big shout out to you, Cape Town women. I love you, Cape Town women. Link up with Coach Mel. Go for these runs. Go for these, all these things. And before I go, Martha, Naomi, Tino, Flo, everyone behind the scenes, and above everything, to our lovely, beloved husbands and our families that support us. A big shout out to you, and God bless you. And Coach, I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. Guys, that's all we had for today, and we'll see you in our next videos. Thank you.
Yes. Bye.